If you want to make more money as a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson because you want to sell higher end products, the answer that you're going to look for is counterintuitive and it's probably not what you were expecting. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales, opportunity, integrity, taking care of your clients, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. One of the most common questions that I hear from business owners and from technicians is, how do I get my average ticket up? And some people will just say, just sell the most expensive thing. Now, that is one way to do it, but it's not the right way to do it in my mind. I have this strong belief in taking care of the clients that you serve. So that comes from you taking the time to ask questions and figure out what they need, the direction that they want to go, the opportunities that you have, and then figuring out if you can help them. Not let's just go in and sell the most expensive thing because it's going to bring in the most amount of revenue and it's going to bring in the most amount of commission. The problem is most people don't realize that when you're sitting with a salesperson, they feel your intention. There's a little woo-woo to this, so we're going to go woo-woo, that people feel what you're trying to achieve, right? So if we sit down, we've never met before, and my heart is saying, hey, I want to take care of you, you're going to somewhat feel that. It's going to put you at ease. If my brain is just putting out commission, you're going to pick up on that and go, it feels slightly icky. And that's a technical term, okay? So I'm going to give you the roadmap and I'm going to take care of it, but we're going to start with integrity first. First and foremost, I want to let you know, not everybody needs the most expensive system, okay? Let's just say what it is. Back in the day when I got started, it was at the tail end of 8 and 9 SEER units. So 10 SEER units had just become the law. The lowest you could sell was a 10. This was early 2000s, right? And so one of the things that was really discussed and really honed in was you could take a basic system with brand new ductwork and it will outperform a super energy efficient system with old ductwork. And so when you take a look and you're asking the questions, what can I do to get my average ticket up? Sometimes it's not the box in, the box out feature. It's the thing that's going to help, okay? It could be the ancillary items. It could be ductwork. It could actually be ductwork. It could be indoor air quality. It could be design of moving the system from a closet into the attic or from a closet into the basement. It's not always necessarily the most expensive thing. Now, one of the items that this throws off as a result is people's trust, right? When I say throws off, I mean like in a bad way. I mean, it increases people's trust in you. And if you're looking and saying, how do I make more money? It's going to come through referrals. Because remember, people feel your intention. They feel what's going on. And people want to know, one, that they got taken care of. When people are surveyed about what's most important to them in almost every consumer survey, what you're going to find is price is somewhere around number 4, 5, and 6. Trust is towards the top. Service is towards the top. Getting what they paid for is towards the top. But in a sales meeting, most people have like one or two things that they can relate to, and it's the price. It's the one common denominator between you, Chuck in a truck, ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3 company. So if you're like, hey, Scott, I want to increase my ticket. I want to increase and I want to sell more. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're taking care of your client. And the reason I bring this up is I've seen too many companies within 4, 5, or 6 months have some sort of Yahoo sales training go in there and say, sell the most expensive thing. And then, so what salespeople do is like to go in and close that deal. Now they're super, super pushy. And because they're super pushy, now they got to close the deal. Now it's the end of the night conversation and it's all the wacky, sales processes that you got to do to close under high pressure, which pushes trust down. Now, don't get me wrong. I've got no problem asking a closing question. I've got no problem getting confirmation. I think that you should. There's nothing wrong with that. You should absolutely have those conversations. But the wacky closing, like the things that you see on social media, those are good for telling a story. Those are good for entertainment. But that's typically not everybody that can do that. If you take 100 salespeople and you see those wacky closes and these things that people put up on these short videos or these long videos, there's 10 people out of 100 that can do it and do it right and be okay with it and actually close the deal. And then there's 90 people who can't. So my advice for you, 1, always shoot for integrity. Okay. Always shoot for integrity. 2, ask really good questions. Figure out what's going on. Figure out how you can help the person. And then last, when needed, intervene and say, hey, listen, I know that's the opportunity that you wanted. I know that's the thing you talked about. I'm just going to give you my 2 cents based upon the way that you live and the way that your home is. For a few dollars more, you could have the better version. You don't have to. If you choose to, great. If not, I completely understand. But like starting at let's just sell more for the sake of selling more is the wrong thing to do for your clients, hands down. And I don't care who it is. I don't care the name. I don't care the owner. It doesn't matter to me. This is one of the things that I'm going to stick to pretty much for the rest of my life. Okay. It's a mountain I'm willing to crawl to the edge to and be like, hey, this is it. You don't have to sell the most expensive thing. You actually burn out the market. Okay. It's the truth as I see it, which means it's the truth. It's the truth as I see it. I'm just going to leave it as that. Just pay attention, right? Take care of the people. They're going to feel it in your heart, in their heart. It's okay to ask the sales questions. You don't need to be the wacky late night DJ or the wacky morning show DJ, sales dude or sales chick. It doesn't need to go that way. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.